welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and next to me I have Robert Reed, but he just corrected me and said Bob. So we're going to call him Bob. Not Reed, just Bob. And Bob, funny, I've known Bob, I've known you. We've known each other actually, and all my guests are surprised, but he's not a surprise, because I've known you for quite a few years now.
That's right.
And the reason I know Bob, he's married and everything's fine, is that we both have an antique booth, I guess you call it, at the Antique Mall of America.
That's right.
On Las Vegas Boulevard, which is a cross street. What is the cross street? I forgot.
It's on like Las Vegas Boulevard between Blue Diamond and South Point.
South Point, yes, between Blue Diamond. And we both have antique stores there. We both sort of have all this stuff going on. Yeah. And here you are, Bob.
But there's a difference.
What's the,
See,
you're male and I'm female. Okay,
no, yeah.
We got that one straight.
Well, let's hope so. What you have actual antiques, Am Hall, tomorrow night at 7:30, and the tickets are $10, only $10.
Wow, that's very inexpensive.
And if it just doesn't work for us, but if you're a senior, it's only $8, or a student, it's $8.
God, he included me in
and
that.
The other thing is they will be following the COVID protocol, but it gets really dark in there, so as soon as the lights goes out,
zip it. Take it off.
Yeah, but
I like to abide by the rules, though, so if they want it on, they can have it on. I don't.
One of the things that's important about this is, not important about, it is important about this, but what I do is I am the liaison between the U.S. government and the French government and the U.S. veterans for the French Legion of Honor medal. We've had 19 U.S. veterans receive that medal here in Las Vegas.
So is someone getting one tomorrow night?
No, but it is.
But this is full.
Well, that's why I was getting to this. He is, of the 19, he is the last surviving recipient.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, what an honor that is.
Right, and this gentleman was shot down over Germany, and most of the people on his plane were killed, and he was captured by the Germans, and he spent 6 months in a prison. And in fact, it was the same one as the movie Great Escape.
Oh, the Great
Escape.
It was
that same
really?
loop.
Same prison.
So it's the same gentleman and who got shot down.
So you speak French?
No. Not really. No, not really. I know some words, but probably we don't want to use them here.
And then after somebody starts rambling on, we sort of go, cut it.
In fact, I was in France one time for business, and I walked into a perfume store to buy my wife some Chanel No. 5, and I went, bonjour, and she goes, bonjour, and boom, and I go, wait.
Hang on a second, let's get back to back to reality.
Exactly.
So this is tomorrow night, starts at 7 o'clock, tickets
7:30.
7:30, tickets are $10.
Right.
There's plenty of parking, right?
Yes, there is parking there. They have a parking structure, right?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Anything else we should know about this incredible? It is a concert, right?
Oh my goodness! It's the Woodwind Orchestra, and the conductor is Thomas Leslie, and he's
Thomas G. Leslie.
Excuse me, but he looks just like he should. He's got the white hair and it's long. He looks like a conductor.
Yes.
Oh yes, and a heck of a nice guy too. Yes. He's a lot of fun too.
Well, I want to thank Bob. I want to thank you for coming on and sort of bringing this out and letting us know there's other things happening apart from sort of singers and different people.
Yep.
But there are concerts, and we do have them at the university.
And if I could
mention, mention.
Sure.
Your show, not mine.
People wind up asking, well, my grandfather, father, or great grandfather was in the war. Can they get that medal? And if they're living, and they saw action in France during World War II, either on water, in the air, or on the ground, they may be eligible. But
so anybody out there could be eligible for this award?
Even British.
Oh, we're included, excuse me.
How about that? Yes, yes.
How cool is that? I didn't know we were ever left out. I thought we were actually on top because we were always the empire. I mean, we were the empire of the world.
Wait a minute.
And now he's including me, Bob.
Wait a minute.
We need to talk.
Who came over and saved your butt twice.
My
World
mother.
War One,
My
World War
mom.
Two. Yeah, come on. So,
No, the Americans, come on.
that's what I'm talking about.
I know,
We
well,
did
I'm
that.
going to verify that. The Americans were always behind there. The Americans have always helped, always helped.
But there's a lot of times what will happen is people say, oh, my father fought in the Pacific. Well, the French aren't going to help with a medal for them. But, and a lot of people aren't aware of this, is that you can go to the Library of Congress Veterans History Project,
Okay.
and regardless if the person is living or if they've passed, you can put in their story, and it'll live on in perpetuity in the Library of
Also, it'll
Congress.
stay in the library and people will be able to read about it.
That's right.
And it's added to all the others and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So don't forget anybody out there, I guess, it was in the war. What year would that kind of be
The World War II?
too? That's when the
Well,
38?
it started
38.
around 39 when
38,
the invasion of Poland up until August of 45 with the surrender
I
of
got
Japan.
my dates right.
Now, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
And okay, so England,
Yes.
your family, did they have what
My
was their action with World War II?
Well, they were. My grandmother, she lived in London, 35 Amesbury Avenue, and there was lots of bombs around that. And if I remember rightly, the only reason that St. Paul's was not bombed out, they had sent planes over from Germany, and they were actually really right over coming into England to bomb St. Paul's. St. Paul's is one of our biggest, obviously churches, cathedrals, whatever you want to call it.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely incredible. And apparently the weather, I read this, but so it's a little bit hazy.
Yeah, you weren't there.
No, I was not actually. God, he's winking. I really wasn't there.
I know.
Anyway, and but the weather, because the weather was all misted over, and the weather was so bad, which is typical England, which actually saved St. Paul's.
Oh, yeah.
The planes couldn't land. They couldn't see St. Paul's. They couldn't see her. And it's obviously it's with the heavens and everything else, and so obviously it got saved. So
Yeah.
that's my kind of story. But that's a story. I wasn't there for it. But there was many bombed out places. It was very tragic.
Again, we're interviewing.
We're interviewing Ninon de Rosa. Yes, continue on.
It's fun. There's one other thing that happens here in Las Vegas, and that is,
1935, Las Vegas was kind of became.
this airbase. Oh, the gentleman that is being honored actually helped build Nellis.
Oh, really?
Originally, yes.
Nellis is the famous
Air Force
Base.
Base. Yes. Yeah. Now,
Well, Bob, go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead. So one more thing.
One last thing. I've got to talk about my veterans. I love them.
All right. Well, absolutely, yes. for the
And that
veterans.
is Honor Flight of Southern Nevada. Honor Flight will take veterans on a long weekend back to Washington, D.C. to see their memorials and monuments, and at no cost to them.
No cost to them.
No cost, no. We raise
Wow.
money. We raise money so that they can go back, and each one of them has a guardian. And my wife, just on the one that happened last month, my wife was a guardian. We pay for the guardian, but they have a whirlwind tour, and it's just a wonderful
And everything's
thing.
taken care of.
Everything is
And
taken
it's
care
for the
of.
veterans.
Anything they
Well,
want.
that's wonderful, because I like to see people do more and more for the veterans, because they've saved us. They've done. I don't think people quite understand what veterans really have done, and still doing. They're still
Right.
doing a lot.
We're,
Everything's wonderful.
right, exactly.
If anybody wants to donate to the veterans, which is a good, where can they donate?
Okay. Well, if you go to the Honor Flight of Southern Nevada, you can donate on their website. But if anyone would like to get in touch with me and has any questions, it's through my email address, usveterans, with an S, usveterans @cox.net. And I'll be happy to try to answer any question that I can.
And I'm sure we all have questions, and we all want answers.
Yep.
Amazing. Thank you, Bob, for coming on. Absolutely amazing. I hope the antique store's doing good. It's been a little weak lately.
Well, Christmas is coming. Hopefully it'll
Yes,
get
hopefully
better.
people will start spending money. We hope. But yes, things are saying so. But thank you so much, Bob. Thank you
welcome.
for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. We went on a little serious part of what we're doing in this world, and also the President's concert for tomorrow night at the University of Nevada.
Nevada.
Well, Las Vegas, yes, Nevada. And we'll be right back with our next guest. You take care.